Today's episode is brought to you by me. It's brought to you by me. I've replaced all the art that was kind of a little bit broken, a little bit dated, a little bit janky, just with, like, things like the trade post here, or the, I should say, the artwork for the buildings. I just went on Google and found Space Fortress and Space Temple, because I thought they looked really, really out of place. They're not great. I will replace those with something better. They're just kind of placeholders for now. What I have done is completely remade the decisions menu, so that actually looks fairly alright now. The plots menu didn't survive it, though. This one I do need to fix. And I also fixed the character finder menus, things like that. We'll see it as we play. I won't go into every detail, but I have tried to polish up a little bit to increase your viewing experience. So what happened last time, we grabbed ourselves a duchy, basically, and now we want to make the Kingdom of the Orion Nebula. We're also a cyberneticist, or a machine cultist, I should say, a transhumanist, and hopefully we can start building our Borg collective soon. I mean, cyborg unification, unity. Copyright. Alright then. Igor here, our son, is doing very, very good. 13 diplomacy, 17 martial, 11 stewardship, 15 intrigue, and 11 learning. Not only that, but he's got brave, diligent, confident, humble, ambitious, outgoing. He's like an incredibly good character. Affectionate could turn into kind or content and trusting. Obviously, anything but kind in that scenario is bad. Curious can become shrewd, which would be massive. Wait, he's 16. Why has he not finished his education? Maybe they finish it when they're 18 in this? I'm not entirely sure, but either way, that's 2 more years of stat gain, so that's fine by me. Special amount of titles grantable, apparently. And we've also got our other son, Dave He. He'll be trained in Marshall, because we can always do with some good Marshals, right? Let's palm him off on some crappy Marshal. Here you go. Benjamin, take care of him. Special amount of titles grantable. Let's take a look. What have we got? Oh, Ministers without portfolios. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this. Medal of Distinction. There we go. Basically, anyone who likes this, because we don't have vassals at this stage. Awesome. Okay, then. So now that we are a machine cultist, what does that allow us to do? Nothing. Machine cultist bishops may pay tax to the Pope rather than their lead. What does that mean? Why is that relevant? Priests can marry. Priests can inherit titles. Women may hold temple holdings. Okay, so we can disinherit our daughter because we are on... Oh, right, the succession laws are broken, aren't they? Let's wait and see how that goes. This is another menu I need to sort out for next time. I did forget about this, so I'll polish this up for next time as well. Takes a lot longer than it normally would take me because I have to use Paint.net, and I'm not very good with Paint.net. If it was in Photoshop, I'd have these done in 5 minutes, but that's a different story. I'm thinking we give away this temple just so the garrisons actually refill on it. We don't really need it anyway. Plus, they're not exactly a threatening vassal, are they? Okay, we've got Gabriel Wright, our random dude here. It says Military Republic. I don't know why we've got these weird laws. Why don't I change it? I might have to change it with the console and see what we end up with. I'll give that a go. Hey, there we go. All I had to do was mess around with the files and actually look up what they were calling this. Right, so now we can nominate ourselves a successor. Who do you want to go for? So there are lots of different options. I just went for the top one just because it was there. Elected by a federal council consisting of the previous rule, their immediate superior, and all major regional governors. Oh, God. That might be one of the worst ones. Dynastic elective. They're elected by a federal council body. Members of the specific ruling dynasty are eligible for election. That's what we should have gone with. Democratic elective is rulers are elected by popular vote. So this one sounds better than democratic, but not as good as dynastic. Dynastic should be the one we absolutely go for. Right. We need to be imperial cultist. Oh, one of these must be true. So we don't have the religion that's relevant to that, unfortunately. Alright then, never mind. We'll just vote for Igor. Naturally, we'll vote for Igor. I feel like we're the only person who has a vote, right? Yeah, we're the only person who actually has a vote, so that worked out pretty well. There we go, okay, at least I fixed the succession issue we had there. Comet sighted. A comet with the unusual chemical composition is wandering into range of the core worlds. Okay. Organized expedition. We lose 50 gold. Is this a business focus, do you think? I imagine it probably is. This is probably the business expedition event, funnily enough. Organized expedition. Now it'll ask us what type of ship we want to send, I assume. Or not. Or that was the end of it. Okay, well that's cost us gold that we couldn't really afford. So I think this lady might fancy us. Make a move. Why the hell not? I mean, there's no downside to it, and this is there. We can take her as a concubine, I suppose. Oh, we're not allowed concubines anymore because we're a machine cultist. Oh, whoops. Okay, fair enough then. So, what is it we needed? We needed the, and in this temple, the cybernetics lab, to be able to convert ourselves into a machine, right? Open the cybernetics menu. We need a cybernetics lab in OR94 Station Alpha. OR94 Station Alpha? What, this one? Why this one? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, fair enough. We can't even get a cybernetics lab here, so I feel like that's impossible. I feel like you're asking the impossible off me here, game. Clearly it's not going to be any of those. Outpost, nothing there. Huh. OR94... Specifically that holding as well. Weird. Province, location, province is that one. Okay, and that's crossed out, so currently we can't... Any county, any held title... Is it, okay, yeah. Is in the capital, and has a cybernetics lab in... These seem very odd to try and fulfill. In fact, I don't even think it's possible to fulfill that. Have a cybernetics lab in OR94 at Station Alpha. We know we can't get that. Weird. I don't know. I feel like we need to control one of these with a cybernetics lab. Would that not make sense? Enables the use of basic implants. I feel like maybe we could build one for our vassal. We need Hospital 1. Okay, fair enough. And then we also need solar energy. Maybe we could just build it in the hospital as well. Meets the prerequisites for building a hospital? No. Oh, but the hospital we build there. Ah, okay. Does not actually do anything. In bracket, at the bottom there. Okay, fair enough. Maybe we'll come to that later. I mean, we can't afford it right now anyway. We want to become a king before I feel like we get to that stage, so that's something for the future. Who can we go to war with, more to the point? This guy's 617. Now, one of you left a comment saying that the bulk of our troops are going to come from retinues, and I feel like you're not wrong. Can we see the stats on these units before I build them? No. That's a little bit annoying. I kind of like to know whether or not they're any good before I build them. Okay. We can take a look here. Fighters, bombers, destroyers. What do we have the option of? Fighters, bombers, fanatic fighter. That gives plus 500% morale. Holy shit. Those seem incredibly good. Fanatic bomber wing or a combat drone cluster. I don't know why you wouldn't always build that one, but obviously we don't know the stats of it, so I can't say for definite. Oh well. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that. We can't get retinues anyway, because obviously we have 0 cap. And I feel like right now we could probably just take this dude out without having to worry about it. We've got 39 carriers and 1,300 troops. We've got more than enough carriers for the troops that we have, or the ships that we have. We could take this dude out. Can we go to war with him at all? Oh, we're bankrupt. Right, let's wait until we're out of bankruptcy, and then I'm going to declare war and try and unify us under a kingdom. You have found that you and Dave get along surprisingly well, and have formed a potential lifelong friendship. Excellent, thank you, Dave. Dave he. Oh god. Event desk conversion 5100. I agree. Event opter conversion 5100. Man, we're like robots already. Event desk conversion 5103. I suppose we'll have to agree to disagree. Oh, I think I approached her about to convert into my religion. Right. We'll break up with her. Fuck her then. You know what? I'm not interested. Miguel Angel. Son of Sarah and obviously us. Rename. Let's go for a random name. Let's go for a random name. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Daniel. There we go. Daniel he. Why not? I'll start coming up with cleverer names in the future. We can give him... Oh, God, he's cynical and skeptical. That's incredibly skeptical. Sure. Why not, eh? Do we want to begin building a Grand Tower? We got the Grand Tower event. No, we definitely can't afford it right now. We need to go to war and actually expand out before we do anything like that. My ward, Grand Admiral... Sorry? My ward, Grand Admiral, came running for me. Tears streaming down his face. Grand Admiral? Heir to the... Huh. Not coming towards his mouth. He, please help me. The other children are not nice to me. That's a crazy good rhyme there. Why should... You'll grow strong from that. Yeah, I feel like that's a nicer thing to say than why the fuck do I care. Alright, you're done for, my friend. Okay, we can only extort tribute. Let's start fabricating some claims in that case. You're in Milan. Can I bring you back over to this fella instead? I'd appreciate that a lot, thank you. I don't know why this will make me laugh so much. Heathens attack the Secretary of Technology. Goddamn heathens. There's so much... Like, this screen is also horrible. I need to tidy this up as well, but holy shit, like, there's so much... I don't know, there's so much dissonance between some of these jobs and, like, the outcomes of it. I just think heathens attacking the Secretary of Technology for researching social science is so funny. We've probably got fucking Luddites in our space empire. Alright, we'll adopt the Marshall's ideas. Why not? We've got plenty of gold, but I don't really know what to spend it on, to be honest with you, because I don't want the cybernetics lab, and I don't think I can get it. Turrets, tax income, garrison size, or galleys. Okay, fair enough. We can't get ourselves the, can't get anything from here, then. Fleet support, pilot academy gives us some decent buffs. Okay, battlecruiser factory. I don't know how we upgrade these, and I really wish I knew how. I think it is just partially random, which is a little bit of a shame if you have to build new holdings for a chance at getting better stuff, right? That seems a little bit shitty. Maybe it's based on the amount of... I don't know, I was going to say the amount of holdings already here, because we built this one second, and it's got level 2 of everything, so maybe build something else to get level 3 of everything. I need to look into the game files and really root around and see what I can pull up. Well, I've had a dig around, and it does seem partially tied to your legalism, of all things. Oh, look at that. Harsh environments. 1, 2, 3. Right, I see. Terrestrial environment. Right, does that mean we could potentially get... Hang on. Trade center, that's irrelevant. Economic policy, that's irrelevant. It gives us new buildings there. Does that mean we could potentially get ourselves the better, I don't know, minerals? Just buy some research? Oh, cybernetics sounds very, very useful. Alright, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Robotic infrastructure? No, that's not it. Hyperspace paths gives tunnelers. Yeah, this one increases the environment we can build in. So maybe what I'm thinking is it could be some trigger based on the amount of tech you've got. So I feel like we always need to invest in xenobiology, right? And I feel like technology plays a massive part of this mod, like way more than they're letting on. So what was that? That was that's a social science, right? No, that's a hard science. Of course it would be. Why wouldn't it? All right, so we need to set you up basically researching hard science always. You are spreading propaganda, which gives me a 21% chance yearly of apparently studying technology? I feel like this is conversion. Spread machine cultist propaganda in a system. I don't know what that means. Improve education? Sure. Why not? I feel like I need to do a lot more research. The issue is it's so difficult to find any information on this mod because it's been so out of date for so long now. I feel like by research, I mean I need to just dig through all the files to see what I can find about it and see if I can find out what actually triggers getting these cybernetics buildings or these better environments or things like that. I'm not entirely sure what... Because look, maybe they're correlated to some extent. Harsh environment, level 2, automatically... Maybe the solar energy, the minerals are linked to the environment that we get. And if that's true, then just getting, like, level 3 of that might help out. But we've only got level 1, so I don't know how the hell we got that, though. Ah, who knows? I'm just guessing at this day. Like, it's just a complete guess. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I guess high learning characters then would be more valuable to the game just because you get more tech points. I don't want to build any frigging grand tower. Good lord. Can we build some buildings that give us tech? That's the real question. Absolutely not. Alright, what about in here? Hospital gives, for 299 gold, we could potentially build a hospital, which might in turn eventually allow us to build a cybernetics lab. But we can't upgrade these, we need xenobiology. Let's wait. Let me just bide my time until I've got enough gold to see what I can do with this. You've begun construction of an observatory out of wood and using old-timey cranes and stuff, because of course we have. So, oh, there's a claim as well. Excellent. Right on cue. I am waiting to see what happens when we upgrade this harsh environment now then, because we do have level 2 of whatever the hell the tech was that we needed. If it has an impact effect on these, I kind of understand the gameplay loop. Oh god, here we go. Event Desk Relations 201. Become bitter rivals, or don't become bitter rivals. Yeah. I feel like I won't become a bitter rival with my son. That seems like a good idea. Studying the stars seems a little bit irrelevant, seeing as we're in the stars. So this is how you change government. Or you can just change government type. Like, not even succession law, I'm saying government type, like completely the method of play. Interesting. Okay, we'll look through those later on. That's we've got bigger fish to fry is what I'm getting at. No, that didn't do that at all. So that was just me guessing. I don't know how you get the higher levels of energy, and without that, we don't know how we're supposed to get the cybernetics lab or anything like that. Okay then, fair enough. Let's keep expanding, and you know, it can't hurt us, eh? So we've got the Mar-Lago. Is that not what Trump's? Is that like the name of Trump's hotel? We've got this one around, the Sierra Madre. And hopefully that'll let us... How much more will we need to become a king at that stage? De jure, we control... You need to hold at least 2 sectors. We control 26%, we need 50%. So that'll give us another 2 provinces. Takes up to 5 out of 15. Oh, no, give us a 6 out of 15. Right. So we're going to need 8. We'll take these ones. We've got these. We'll take this one as well. Then all we need is a couple of these and we're done. I believe we already have a claim on one of them, right? How did the stars move, or is there something strange at that? I want to do this one just to see if we're approached by an Arabian scholar in the desert. This series, if you didn't know, is not really much of a let's play at this stage, is it? It's more of a research series seeing what this old mod is about. Sure. I don't want to become rivals with my son. I feel like it could have done with some more time in the oven, eh? I feel like I maybe should have looked into this mod a bit more before just diving into it. You've heard a rumor of a strange old scholar in the Arabian desert. Of course we have. Of course we have. Grand Admiral He the Downcast is going to Earth to find a random Arabian scholar who's probably going to sell me a copy of the Necronomicon. Right on cue. Well, there's our tech points at least, so I was kind of hoping we would grab that. yeah, I hate to say it, this might be the last episode of Crisis of the Confederation. Don't get me wrong, I think it's an incredible idea, and I just feel like it's so out of date, because the current mod, I don't want to say maker, but the current mod maintainer, the guy who sort of picked it up after it was left abandoned, basically only updated it so it would work with CK2 2.8.3, so before Holy Fury. Didn't do anything else, hence why the interface is broken, hence why we've got screens like this, or like this. Hence we've got a lot of broken events, and why we can go see an Arabian Scholar to get a book. Everything basically added past, like, really early CK2 isn't meant to be compatible with this mod. I don't know. I almost feel like this needs to be canned. And maybe rebuilt from the ground up, because so much has changed between when this mod first came out and what CK2 is at right now. Don't get me wrong, you could strip out all the base game events and be fine, but then you'd have a very hollow experience, because the mod itself, maybe I'm just playing like a weird character, you know, maybe if I played in the Terran Empire or whatever, that would be a bit more suitable. But the issue with playing in the Terran Empire is that, you know, the Terran Confederation is that, you know, what else have you got to do at that stage? You control everything. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, we'll see this episode through and, you know, decide where to go from there. I'm not massively committed to the series for hopefully obvious reasons. Anyway, we've grabbed that one. Thank you very much. We'll try and become a king. See if maybe then the game opens up to us. Maybe I'm missing something. No, heir of your dynasty. Seriously, we're doing this again? Oh, God. Take a title and now the succession is broken again. Uh-huh. It's not holding up well, eh? I must focus. Yeah, that's it. Keep going. The economy is failing for some reason. This lady fancies me. Good. I really like the idea of this, but I don't know. I can't endorse it in its current state, to put it politely. Like I said, we're going to try and become a king before I really, really throw in the towel on it. But it may be a lost cause. And again, like I said, this would have been a series that I really should have done a playthrough in my own time before diving into the series. But, you know, patrons voted on it. So, this is what I'm saying is it's your guys' fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault for voting on a series I didn't have time to test out first. I'm being sarcastic. I feel like I need to say that. This is something I really should have really tested out. Done up like a proper full-length playthrough before I dived into it. Again, it's difficult to get any research on it either because there just isn't anything out there. You know, there's no documentation for it. And all the documentation there is, all the shit I could dig up was from 8 or so CK2 pack. Like, we're talking like Republic era CK2. A very, very long time ago. Like, Old God CK2. So, Event Desk Marriage 203. Kind of, you know, proving my point there, game. We'll see this bit through, though. I will become a king, and we'll see what happens there. Maybe our succession laws will be fixed. Maybe we'll start getting some more information here and there. It's not even like I could have gone out and watched a really old Let's Play of it, because those would be so out of date at this stage that they probably won't even be relevant anymore, besides maybe teaching me some of the very core mechanics of the game. By decree of Emperor Haobi _ Nanjing _ II, the Terran state has been renamed to the Terran Empire. Game over. Yeah. After a lineage of 1 characters, I like the big drop case A. Drop cap A compared to the rest of it. That's nice. After a lineage of 1 character, your line has been ended with the death of the heirless he. Not entirely true. We had 3 kids, all of which were pretty decent. I like the fact there's also no dynasty. Yeah. That was Crisis of Confederation. I'm going to veto it. I'm sorry. I like the mod. I love the idea. I always like a sci-fi setting, but I'm going to have to veto this series just based on the fact there's so much, not even necessarily broken, but incompatible with the modern CK2. I could play the very old version of it. That, like I said, it'd be rolling back to like the Old Gods era. And I feel like that's so out of date at that point that I personally, and I think many of you probably wouldn't be too interested in it at that stage. So I'm going to go back to the poll. I'm going to take the second highest vote, whatever it was. I think it was Luxy and Victor, especially between the two of them, and we will probably come back with that playthrough tomorrow, or maybe even today, depending on how long this video went on for. Interestingly enough, I thought I'd just load in as a pre-existing cyberneticist character, so a character who already has cybernetic implants, character who already has everything set up. Like, this is the king of all the cyberneticists, right? Go to the cybernetics menu. No, we can't build that because we don't have a cybernetics lab. Yeah, it is very broken, unfortunately. Little bit of a shame, because I was definitely looking forward to doing that. Should I see what happens? Should I just test out the hive mind stuff very briefly? We might as well make something out of this video, right? Sort of see what they were going for. So, to my knowledge, we need high legalism. Or hang on, let me see. Which one was it? It was like high sociology or something like that. And then from there, we get an option to try and create a hive mind. So I'll get it set up so we can at least see the events associated around it. Alright, so I've set some stuff here and there. Some stuff. Emphasis on some stuff. Basically, I've given us all the tech points, all the cash and piety we need just to test this out very quickly. Alright then. So first things first, let's get this temple built, which in theory should allow us to build a cybernetics lab. Anomalous energy. Hey, that's good. That's what we needed. Let me just turn off char info and clear that. There we go. Alright, yeah, whatever. Right, get rid of that. 10%, yeah, whatever. Right, hospital, let's get that to level 2. Oh, for fuck's sake. Whatever. Ah! Help me! Okay. I don't care about these events. I just want to try out the cybernetic stuff. Sure, whatever. There we go. Sure, whatever. Biogenetics lab as well. Let's get all of this stuff. We need more cash now. Good lord, these buildings are expensive, eh? Want a shit ton of cash. And again, this is all just for testing purposes to see if it actually was possible. I mean, I don't like this event here where they can constantly ask us to be their successor. That seems a bit shitty. Hey, there we go. Nice. After years of hard work, your efforts finally paid off. You've developed an implant that will allow individuals to share thoughts, allowing skills to be pooled. It's possible it will allow individuals to think of others as part of themselves. Obliviating much of conflict that comes between people. All that's left to do is install the new implant into people's heads and set up the network. Becomes hiver. The hiver religion becomes a heresy of the cyberneticist faith. We gain a hiver implant. Let's do it. After centuries of incremental improvements, a breakthrough has been developed by the cyberneticists. A new implant is available that will allow individuals to share thoughts. It's mostly untested, but early results show a remarkable ability of individuals to share skills. One day, all will join. Cool, okay. This character has been implanted with a hiver implant. General opinion minus 100, other faith opinion minus 50, same trait opinion minus plus... Wow. Plus 10,000. Huh. And we are a hiver, naturally. Resistance is futile, classic. The hiver is a wonder of modern engineering. There exists no religious head. It was good to know that priests can inherit titles. And women may own temple holdings. We might be robots, but we're not, you know, we're not aggressive, like that. Sorry? Assimilate domain. Fuck it. The people have not yet heard the voice. It's time to address this most grievous error. We gain assimilation campaign. One of your subordinates has become carrying out a campaign of assimilation. Naturally, I mean, that's us. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Game over. Well, I'm glad we didn't waste our time with that then. Holy shit. Like I said, I feel like this mod needs a lot more time in the oven. It's a cool concept, and I like the whole hive mind thing. It's one of my favourite things to do in Stellaris as well, but I can't justify carrying on with this, especially as we've seen, you know, there's so many bugs, so many errors. And I appreciate the mod maintainer for keeping it up to date, because I feel like this is very much one of the original big CK2 mods that were out there. But it's so ambitious that keeping it constantly updated, especially with Holy Fury, one of the biggest patches the game's ever had, it's going to be almost impossible, especially because no one seems to have had any interest in it anymore. It's kind of been fallen by the wayside. Real shame. I'd love to give it a go myself, but I've got a load of other shit on the back burner already that you know, even polishing up the UI took some time. I mean, doing it for everything would take ages. I really hope this doesn't just completely disappear. You know, I'd love to see one of the big YouTubers pick this up and actually try and drive people towards it, but, you know, I don't have that type of pull. If you're interested, of course, links are in the description. Big shout out to the insane top tier level patrons, Big Dick Timmy, Sean Thornton, Zachary Harris, Harik, Lucas Holton, Jake Alexander Fenton, Jackson Widman, Escape, Croesus, James Ogilvy, Paul, Conspiracy, Necrophila, Michael Mullen, Haydog, Orcswolf, Josh Lynn, Dean Tesla, Logan Thorne, Average Gamer 419, and I'm the Lizard King for voting for this crappy series. Thank you. Thank you all for your support. Now, we will move on to the other series. That whatever came second in the poll, that will be what we go over to next. And a big shout out to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Facundo Vasquez, Felix Steele, Quetlat, Shirley, Brandon Antoniak, Paul Master, Evergreen's Waifu, Quasar Fox, Chris, Joseph Beer, Serthal the Swede, Nick Sardini, Astro, Jack Allen, Euphrates, Jordan Campbell, Johan DeVries, Don Connie 217, Nathan Flores, and many, many others for also voting on this series. Nice. I'm glad we looked at it, but I'm also kind of glad the series is ending here, because this is not... I don't think I really want to dedicate much more time to this, unfortunately.